Hello y'all, welcome to part 10 of my Georgia Stalin Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux. In part 9, the Ottomans capitulated to Georgia, Iran, and the Cairo Axis. Now we are stuck battling Austria, who themselves is having to deal with the Mediterranean Axis led by, I think, the Italian Federation. Due to the circumstances of our situation, a fair peace deal outside of the standard Hearts of Iron 4 peace conference system will be put together for Georgia, Austria, and all the countries who fought the now defeated Ottomans. The carving up of a once mighty state is complete, and here are the results. The Turkish commune has been established, and so has Kurdistan, and they are puppets of Georgia. Speaking of the Georgian socialist state, we took some land we had claims on in the peace deal, like Trebizond and Erzurum here. And besides that, going down south, we gave Syria, we gave them Cyprus, but they chose to give it over to Greece, I think. We also gave Tripolitania, well, it was being occupied by the Egyptians anyway. They had Tripolitania in the peace deal, but then they chose to give it over to the Emirate of Cyrenaica, who's like their allies. And at this point, they will probably form a united Libyan state. We also gave more land to the Cairo Axis in the former Muscat, overall Oman. It's Oman in general, I guess. We gave that land over to Yemen, who made it into a puppet state. And then after that, we made, well, as far as Iran's gains go, they got the Socialist Federation of the Gulf, so the Trucial states. So they have Bahrain, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi, for example. And we also gave them Iraq. So Mosul, Baghdad, Basra, they control all that now. So overall, I'd say it's pretty fair in how everything was done. We had to exchange some land with the Iranians, basically. No one at the time, I don't know, it just got worked out the way it did. I think it's fair. They got Iran. They got Iraq, and they got the Trucial states, which gives them an edge in the Gulf, the Persian Gulf, I guess. And now in the focus tree, let's go ahead and cancel the SSD. Cancel that now. Start doing the focus. Armenia, never heard of it. The regime in Yerevan harbors great hostility toward Georgian socialism and the chairman. With Georgia's superior military, there is no reason not to invade. So our goal now is to strike at Armenia, which is a member... They're a member of the Tabriz Accords, which is a faction. It is a faction led by Iran. Iran may try to kick them out of the faction, though, since they are paternal autocrats and they are radical socialists. Iran is radical socialist and the Armenians are not. Now let's take our navy, stop doing the missions you're doing, and head back to where you need to go. Just go back to Georgia. Thank you. Research slot available. Let's go here. Get support weapons 3. That is done. Take our army that was located in Italy, since we were busy fighting the Austrians before we had our peace deal set up. And speaking of the Austrians, they're still at war with the Mediterranean Axis. We just kind of pieced out, and all the states in the Middle East that were at war with them are no longer fighting them at all. So basically, Austria just kind of got off the... they got out of that whole war, effectively. So now they're stuck fighting the Italian Federation and the rest of the... Let me cancel my military access deal. I don't want no military access anymore, no reason. And they're just going to be busy fighting against the Austrians and the... what else? Whatever's in the Mediterranean Axis. So Slovenia, Albania, Illyria, and I guess Slovenia, and the Italian Federation. And we're no longer going to get involved in that because that's like a Balkans issue, and we have no reason to ever get involved, join in on that action. It's not our thing. We're staying out of that. We're going back home. We got to deal with Georgia. Georgian issues such as invading Armenia, potentially. And now, go here, get infantry expert for this commander. And how's equipment going? We got to get this one division deployed soon. Hopefully that will happen in a little bit. Yemen canceled their Lend-Lease. I don't know why. How is Armenia doing? Hopefully they get kicked out of that faction. They may not, though. So we got to be aware of that. I may have to invade Iran. That is going to be rough. That's why we're bringing troops home with the expectation we will have to fight Iran. And let me take 10 divisions here, establish a new army, and have them ready to have them prepared to just advance into Yerevan, or just be ready to invade them easily. and get this war over with for our sake, please. Thank you. Give them the color of red. I don't want to establish a full front line on Armenia because I want them to kind of wander out of their country and overextend, and then we can just smash into their one-state country, which is Yerevan, essentially. So we just want to do that. Then once Armenia is part of the Georgian Socialist State, we can go on to form the Great Transcaucasian Socialist State. That is the plan. And so what else can we do here? Modify the government in some way? Yes, no. Aircraft designer, sure, we got to get one of those, I reckon. Yes, get a chief of the Air Force, get the battlefield support guy. Then for aircraft designer, get one of them. That is done. Also, tank designer, yes, no, forget it, fine, forget it. Forget it. And we're having our troops moving into their new positions. Hopefully this works out in our favor. Can you guys please leave the faction of Iran? You guys have so many reasons not to get along. You're not even at war with anyone together anymore. Just leave the faction. We don't have military, we shouldn't have a non-aggression pact with them at all, shouldn't we? I don't think we do. I don't believe we do. Pretty sure we don't. And our divisions are still making their way over here to their new positions. And will anyone... I don't know. We'll have to find out when we attack the forces of Armenia. Well, when we invade Armenia, we'll see if Iran actually wants to have them join in. Well, if Iran just wants to get involved, we're ready to invade Iran. If they say yes to helping Armenia, it will be totalist versus radical socialist, though. Then after that, we'll have to invade the North Caucasian Imamate, and that'll be it for our ambitions, ultimately. And if someone invades us for a Turkish commune or Kurdistan's land, I might be willing to give it up. There's an Iranian operative. They are doing whatever. And yeah, I don't want to have to lose Georgia for the sake of, I don't know, we are willing to give up puppet states if we have to down the line, if it gets to that. But I don't think it will. I think the Cairo Axis will be satisfied with their gains. For now, they got a fair bit in the peace treaty. Iceland has joined the Reichspakt. And now, can we get our soldiers ready, please? There's some Iranian soldiers in Kurdistan. Well, they're watching Kurdistan more accurately. They're just keeping a close eye on them. They have troops ready to invade them, possibly. And we're not probably going to call Kurdistan or Turkey. Well, we may call the Turkish commune into the war. I'm not so sure about Kurdistan, though, since that would provide another front for Iran to possibly move into. Armenia, never heard of it. Now let's do this here. Complete the where's it at? Where's that? Strike at Armenia. That will take us 30 days for that operation, or that decision, and once it's done, we will declare war on Armenia. And so let's ready our soldiers here, get them in position. Come on, get them ready. Just have them pointing into Iran. Now in the focus tree, let's wait and not do anything. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do something like, say, the fall of Lisbon has occurred. Let's do small arms development, get all that done. And please, Iran, just don't help out Armenia. That's all you gotta do. Do not help out Armenia, and we'll be good with that. Modify the government. What can we do here? Don't worry about it. Get a tank manufacturer, though. A tank designer, Benz and Sai. That's done. Get this division deployed here. Good. Take them over to the Second Army, who is going to invade Armenia. That is what the Georgian Second Army will attempt to do. I think Armenia has only like 5 divisions at most. I could be wrong. However, maybe I am. They don't have many divisions. They just do not have a lot of troops there, don't they? And we have 11 divisions ready to fight against them. Like they're 3 or 4 divisions, so it should be an easy war. I'm hoping. Are they still part of the faction? I'm going to have to wonder if they'll say yes to keeping them in the faction. Gabon has joined the Entente. Interesting. And so small arms development will be done in like 40 or so days. Nigerian Free State declared war on the Bunu Emirate. That is going on. And reintegrate Batumi is some focus. Well, it is a decision we're doing. I don't think it really matters. We already have cores on. I just did it for the sake of doing it. Let me see. Do we have a core on it? I think we do. Oh yeah, we already have a core on it. It doesn't really matter. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, at least we're going to get extra manpower from, say, Arzarum and all these places here we have claims on, I reckon. Like Trebizond and all that. I think we have claims. We had claims on them anyway. I mean, we declared war for the whole thing. Let me see here. Let me see. Yes or no. I believe we did. I'm pretty sure we did, yeah. Whatever. Let us get ready for our war now. How much longer do we have to wait for this invasion to begin? Strike at Armenia. We'll be ready in 10 days. We have 10 days time to prepare to fight against Iran and Armenia. Mainly Iran, cause Armenia, I predict, will go down fast just due to their numbers. So Iran, if they choose to even help out their ally, will be the bigger obstacle for us. So please, come on here. Armenia, you must be defeated. You must go down very soon. So 7 days now. We don't have much longer to wait. And now we're just, the anticipation is going, it's just crazy. So let me, oh yeah, I forgot. Let me add Army 2 to Army Group 1. There we are. That is that. And there's hardly any divisions in eastern Azerbaijan and western Azerbaijan, which will be front lines for a potential war with Iran and Georgia. And if Iran does want to get involved and do all this stuff, we'll take over Iraq, we'll give land they have to Kurdistan, and we'll make Iran ultimately our puppet if they choose to go down the route that could potentially lead us to war with us. And that is the risk they're taking, and I think will be good if we choose to fight them. There we are, there's the war now. Move in, invade, go. So are they still part of the faction? What happened there? Go, just move in. That's done now. Advance. They're part of the faction. They could get kicked out. They may not. They may choose to do something. The Hellenic Republic does. Just win the war. Please, go faster. Get to their city. Get into the city. Go. Use force attack. I don't care. Win the war. I don't think Iran wants to get involved. It seems that they don't. Okay, never mind. They called them in. Go. Yeah, they want to do this. Just defeat Armenia, and that'll be that. And this war will be over. It will be over very fast for them. We'll have to fight Iran, though, which is their mistake. Big mistake, so they're over. It's done for them. They have 5 divisions here. 5 Iranian divisions just trapped where they're at. That is brutal. Destroy them, or no. Just move in, though, either way. Destroy them. Why'd you guys do this? This was a mistake, Iran. You wanted to help your allies so bad, but it's a mistake for you. Move in, nonetheless. Be aggressive. Destroy those divisions there. Transfer some units here. Do all that, yes, and be as aggressive as possible for the sake of victory for Georgia as we move into Iran with as much fury as possible here. Just move aggressively. They don't seem to be reacting too well to this whole invasion. What are you doing? Move them here. Army 1's merged all together with Army 2. They have no divisions in some place. Why? Move in. Get to Tehran. There's like no divisions to stop us, hardly. They're so worried about Kurdistan, it looks like. They have so many divisions deployed there. Just get to their capital. They have not stopped us from taking some of their land. Like, this is ridiculous. Get to their capital, take Tehran, and just deprive them of that city right away. Oh my goodness. So we gave all that land to Iran. I guess they wanted to help out their ally, though. That was a mistake for them, and they are going to regret doing that. So take this division here. There's a division that just got deployed in the Turkish commune. Let's deploy them. Now, let's call them to arms, actually. Call them to arms, bring them to help us out. 1 division, have them be involved, please. And do they have cores and all this in Iraq? I don't think they do. They keep focusing on protecting it, but they don't have cores on it at all. Just take this division we have from Turkey and hand it over to our main army and continue to drive into Iran. So what is the war score now? They are already at, they are at 67% of their victory points. They need 20% or less. What's their new capital at this point? Use force attack, by the way. Do that. They're so focused on defending and protecting. Just protecting, what is it? Protecting, what is it? Iraq. It's weird. Why are they doing that? Now in the focus tree, let us unlock this here. Regimental combat teams, that is unlocked, so we're still moving in. Let me start justifying a war goal on the North Caucasian Imamate, so we'll eventually fight them sometime down the line. Actually, no, it will only take us 40 days. There's no point rushing it. Just keep focusing on winning this war, though. Take this cavalry division here, move down to Shiraz, it's called. We have force attack on. I can't move. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, well, I had to continue the attack constantly, be as aggressive as possible. Deploy the next division when we can. Can force attack, please? We're off. Come on, we're off. Come on, go. Break them. Break these divisions. This is really brutal for Iran. I mean, we have a lot of national spirits that give us a fair amount of buffs, too, so I imagine that's not really helping them. And now, let me take my army here, move them down to Shiraz, capture that place, please. This is just brutal. They lost their capital, they lost a fair amount of cities at this point. They try to take back Tabriz, and that is just unfortunate. That is very unfortunate for them. So keep fighting here. Just fan out these divisions more. How many units do they have compared to us? I don't really know. We have 22. They have, let me see. They have 21 to 29. So it's not like they're massively larger than us when it comes to their military. It's probably slightly larger than ours, but we've encircled a few of their units, and it looks like we'll encircle yet another one. A commission for Jogashvili. American bass baritone and activist Paul Robinson has visited Tbilisi today, briefcase and instruments in hand. The musical activists set up, we got an event, so the musical activists set up a post at Barrier Square, and under the auspice of suspicious authorities began to sing a song about our glorious nation. Using a composition by musician Alexander Vasilievich Alexandrov, a Bolshevik propaganda tune, Robson's original English lyrics were filled with odd quirks, such as calling leader Jogashvili a man of steel, and references to a so-called Soviet Union. While clearly unaware of the wider Georgian culture, by the latter half of the song, a crowd was singing along to Robinson's lyrics. Robinson went on to report that in Georgia he felt unjudged by the color of his skin and was for the first time in his life a complete human. His tune has already sold records, one of which signed by Robinson going to Jogashvili himself. A bit odd, but we'll take it, and this will make totalism and political power more, well, it caused us to get a buff in political power, and, well, it gave us more political power, and it increased the popularity of totalism as an ideology in the Georgian socialist state. So here we have one of those divisions that got encircled. They're going to be annihilated soon. We're starting to have supply problems as the war continues, which is annoying, but oh well. That's just what's going on. Georgian ski troops, get that done. Support weapons 3 is complete. And now, in the research tree, start doing, no, don't do infantry, just get infantry anti-tank 1 done. Why is Iran, they're just prioritizing defending themselves from Kurdistan so much? My goodness. Okay, I'm not complaining, but it's just something they're doing. Move this division here, take Qom, like it's called C-O-M. Qom. I don't know how else you'd say it. Calm? Whatever, just capture it. And I think with all this going on with our war with Iran raging, well, since it's going on in general, I'm going to end what is part 10 of my Georgia Stalin Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux here. If you enjoyed the mod, you can check it out in the video description. The link to it is there. If you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.